Good morning. Let me get some more caffeine. We'll be ready to go. Good morning, everybody. Okay, let me get some more coffee. I thought Cisco was good. And I know the people that bought calls last night are probably going to be like, yeah. But seriously, I thought it was really good. I don't understand why we're down. I'm not getting it, but it is what it is. I don't know. I don't get it. In 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you're going to have PPI. Unless it's bad, like really way off, I'm not even really going to discuss it. We're going to get into the indexes in and of themselves and start talking about some stuff here that I think people are kind of need to just kind of get. So let's just start with the basics. So this is what you're starting to have happen. And just be careful here. You know, nothing like bidding it up to just get knocked back down. My target yesterday was 95. I was off. It happens. They're your big levels. I have not seen a retest of 85. I think you need a retest of 85. So I think that what they're going to do is set you up this morning. That's what I think where they're going with this. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. So let's see how this plays out. I'm going to see how this plays out and go from there. I don't think it's done. I think you need to backfill. That's where my head is with it. Let's get rid of this for a second. I think you need to backfill a little bit. If I look at something as simplistic as like this little private cloud system, I don't see the break yet. Like this is a 20 EMA. I'm not really seeing the problem yet, right? If I go to the 4, I'm certainly not seeing the problem yet. So it feels heavy to me, but I'm not seeing that yet, am I? Like when I go through that whole cloud system, I'm not really seeing that it's heavy, am I? So, you know, maybe I'm wrong. And I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. So, but let's just watch these levels very, very carefully and see how that plays out. For me, I don't really see the sense in doing anything else there. I think you have to, just watch this. very carefully. And I don't think that, maybe you don't even play it today. I'm playing the short side of this with MSTR. And I'll play it also with the, because you can see the cracks starting here, and now you can't get over that 20 EMA on the hourly. I really should make that brighter. Well, you can see it, can't you? Once I start cracking there, and you can see when all this took off, right? It gets elected. Everyone's like, "Yay, crypto!" You're starting to break a little bit here. You're getting the structures changing a little bit. You can see it on coin for sure. I mean, coin's ugly. Like, this is really ugly. Whether you just gap fill and come to 270 or you gap fill down to 200, I think that this could be super ugly, like super ugly. So I have a short bias. Doesn't mean I'm right. Just telling you where my head is. As far as what else is going on out there, I got a minute before these numbers come out, and then we'll go through them and we'll take a look at what they are. Let me pull this up so we can go through them fast so that we're ready. And let me pull this other one up too. Insider. Yeah, they're all over this morning. ASML came out and issued statements about their stock and how they're going to benefit from what's going on out there. So you could see a rally in those today. They could rally today quite nicely, actually. But they could. Let's just see what this number is. We'll go from there. What time is it? 20 seconds, plenty of time. But you could see this rally today on those comments. Let me drop this down for a minute. Legs are killing me. I'd rather stand, but all right. So there's ASML. I do want to go through Disney. Might as well do that while we're waiting. Oh, there's the clock too. All right, let's get to it. So there's the number. What happened? What's happening? Anything? Bueller? Any movement? Anything? Okay, maybe you could do that. Anything? Anything? All right, there it is. Give me that first minute bar, and let's go through them. PPI month over month, costs were in line. Core PPI in line. Initial jobs down. Continuing claims in line. Core year over year up. So the cost of goods was up. Food and energy year over year, 2.3 versus 2.4. So they're not cutting rates anytime soon, which probably means TMF is dropping, right? Yeah. So that'll probably continue to drop here. Probably a pretty simple trade, actually.
Order partially filled.
Really? We're going to play this game this morning already, huh? All right. How about I move that? Oh, I'm going to play this.
Order filled.
Wait a second.
Order cancelled.
Oh.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Hit it again.
Order partially
Boom. How you like those apples? Yeah, bet you like that. How you like that? Boom. Just short bonds. Bonds are toast. El Tosto. There's my 830 bar. So it's not going to cost me much to see how right I am or wrong I am. And go from there. Let's see where I'm at. All right, so we're already at our drop dead level. We're already there. Right? All right, pull this up, put this somewhere since I'm trading it. Bear with me, guys. No, it didn't take long for that party to end, did it? All they were doing was just waiting. I don't know if I want to short them now or just wait. I'm just going to wait. I already have shorts on, so stock and puts. The puts right now obviously are going to be underwater. Let's go take a look at this. What are you doing? Oh, you're so hosed. So where would we go to? Probably go back down to here pretty easily. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Here, let me help you. Does that help you? Let's see if we can hammer it.
Order partially filled.
There you go. Boom. How about that?
Order filled.
Let's see what it does now. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Come on, Boomer, get it together. Boom. Okay, good. There you go. Boom. Go to your home.
Order partially filled. Order filled. Order partially filled. Order filled.
All right, got that on. Let's get to it. I thought these were actually fairly decent numbers. Let's go through them. I don't really understand why you're. Whoop, that's a lot of me. Hold on. Hold on. Let's pull that up. Hold on. All right. Less me. Yay. Let's get to this so that we're on the same page. All right. PPI 0.2, core CPI 0.3, cores without food and energy. Initial Davis claims 217. Continuing claims, core PPI 3, in line. So I don't really see the sense here in, in saying that anything was right or wrong. It just is. So this is probably not the thing that's going to get them to really feel that they need to cut rates, right? And let's go just take a look here. I mean, did anything move on our sheet? And nothing really moved. So let me just show you. We'll just click to our sheet real quick. We might as well, right? Let me see if it'll just let me do it real quick. Start sharing. Share this tab instead. Such an easy function. And then what you can see here is this, and what you're saying is just how this is playing out, right? Right into that. And so you're not even moving. You didn't even move. And it shows the time right here. So nobody really cares about this. So the way that they viewed the market and position, like whether you dig this or not, what it's telling you is that the kids still say dig. So 450, 475, right here, they're saying there's an 82% chance. So however you felt about the market yesterday is still how you're going to feel about it today, right? And I think that's really important. So that's kind of where my head is with it. So just think about it that way, and then kind of go from there. Give me 1 second here.
Order partially filled.
Put my foot on the gas a little bit and just shove you down a little bit. How about that? You like those apples?
Order filled.
Yeah, it is. Hashtag winning. What else? That's it. All right, let's get to it. So that's, oh boy, sorry. It's a lot. It's too much. All right. Boop, 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 boom. Oh, you probably do that with this so that I'm there. And not once you break that, you're toast. What's that in Spanish? El tosto? Is that what it is? Is that how you say Spanish? Toast in Spanish? Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's get to it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to move this somewhere else, like here, so I can watch this. And did that take you with me? No, it left you there. And give me a second here. All right, and let's get to this. Oh, it's getting on the NASDAQ today. That's why I couldn't find it. All right. And we'll go back to the ES and we'll start there. And let's go to a bear chart and get off of this. Okay. Okay. No, I have to. Come on, Boomer, get it together. I'll just do this. And then we'll go to bear. Okay, is that going to get me what I need? Yep. All right, cool. And then we'll just drop to this. And we'll go from that.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
All right, let's get to it. Let's go to 5 and get going. So you're saying that you had pretty much a non-event and that it's reflective in the market. So what does that mean? It means you just got to be cognizant of it. So from my perspective, like here, there's that level, right? And what I think that they're doing here, and I was going through this last night, I think they're just testing and seeing how much is there. And then I think they're going to crack it. That's what I think they're doing. So you can see here, like people would say, oh, well, the lows are getting higher, right? They are, but think about it this way. You ran up, you tested, you held, you made a high. You tested, lower high. Then they undercut here, right? And they're trying to find out where the market is because you really should be coming down way more than that, right? You should really be coming down to this level here. And that's where I think you're going to have to go. That's where I think you're heading. So that's what I'm trying to figure out for the life of me here.
Order filled.
Still letting me short it pretty easily. So still pretty liquid. Letting me sell near the ask. Probably have a lot out there to sell. Okay. All right. So if we look at this, you're testing these levels over and over and over again, right? Boom, 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 boom. But you're getting deeper, and then they're finding, okay, well, I can't go that deep anymore because we know where that person is, right? And they're just testing levels to see what they can get away with. And when you start to see that, and you see this kind of slope, see, what you need to see with these kinds of slopes is this. You need to see the breakout. And I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing them ride this line, which means they're trying to see how much demand is actually in this area, right? See, even this bar here, if we look at the NQs, watch. Okay, look at the break. Where'd you get to? That area, and then you stopped. They're trying to see how much demand is there, I think. And then from there, I think we're going to have a problem if it cracks. Not like you're going to go down a lot, but there's a lot of levels here that need to backfill, a lot. So I think that may happen, and just be aware of it. I think it's out there, and I don't think it's the end of the world. I think it's healthy, right? I think it'll be really healthy. So we'll see what we get, but I do think that you need to be cognizant of that. If we mark that off right here, I mean, that's really that level, that 21,200 level, which everyone's been yammering about forever. It's sitting right there. You got to it, you rejected, and you're pretty wedged in here, really. So that's kind of how I see it. I mean, that's kind of really, let me just drop that down here and then we just move this over and then we'll kind of go from there. But that's really how I say it. I don't think there's much more to, let me just see something here. I don't think there's much more there than that. I do think, give me 1 second here before getting to names. Good. I do think you have to watch this level pretty closely. I do. I'm going to take this off for a second because I think that's going to confuse people. And what we'll do is we'll just drop this there. So people can kind of know where that top level that you'd probably want to watch is. But let me just drop that down in here. But I do think that that's a pertinent level that's worth our time to understand. And I don't know why it's that level. You never know why somebody's there. And let's go take a look at the ES here and drill into that. I mean, I don't think it gets more obvious than that 1 minute bar from Saturday, or I'm sorry, Saturday, from Wednesday. I don't think it's any clearer than that. Do you? I mean, all you did was go right to it again and sell, right to the top of that and sell. Same level from that CPI, same exact level. Same level you hit at right before 4 o'clock and sold down. Same exact level. So that's your nemesis right here. You want to flip this. If you're not flipping this, I just put an alert there. But if you're not flipping there, you have an issue. Most people are going to look at this. That's not your issue. This is your issue. Yeah, you got above it for a little bit, but rejection, rejection, rejection. And you rejected here again. And that was support, right? So when we go here and take a look, that's interesting too, isn't it? Let's drop it to that 25 because that's really where you are. Well, it's right there. So that was support in here, wasn't it? And then it became what? Resistance, resistance, down, resistance, tries, fails, resistance, resistance. I'd watch that level. So it's pretty clear the more you look at it, isn't it? We'll just leave that like that so that we can see it pretty clearly where you're at. But that's definitely a pickle right there. You're going to want to watch that area. Let's go through that and see what you do. I mean, it doesn't really get any clearer. As far as names outstanding, there's a couple here. I haven't listened to this call. The devil's usually in the details. It's on the conference call. I have not listened to it yet, so I don't know what's going on out there. But just watch that. I would watch that, and then I'd watch this as well. And you can see from marking that where all the volume is, right? And so while people are excited, this is why I do it. Because why people are excited that like, oh, we're above VWAP, which you are. The average person is up in the trade. The people that own the most are literally right here, right? This averages it. This tells you where the most is. And the people that own the 112, yeah, they're not too happy right now. So while this will take the average of all of this, this is telling you that point of control. To me, point of control is more important than value high, value low. Because it tells you like, okay, this is where everybody really owns it. You're just giving me the blend. And if I can't get above that, I'm probably not going higher, right? Which means that if you break that level, you're probably going to here, which doesn't really give you a lot of room. But I thought the call would be okay. I mean, they crushed. So I don't know. I have to listen to it. That's a crush for them, by the way. The fact that they didn't like lose money, it's like all of a sudden the bar's so low. It's like crazy. So it's like when, it's like they're a toddler, like they took a step and then fell. Everyone gets all excited, right? Is that done? Cool. Groovy. Thank you. So, but what else do I really want to go over that I think is pertinent? I thought this was a really good quarter. I don't understand it. I'm not sure why you're down. I mean, you don't need a reason to be down, but I thought this was a really good quarter, and I don't understand why it went down on it. So this was really confusing to me. So I'll drop that there, and you can see where the anchored VWAP is. Now watch when we drop this, right? And you'll see this. So this coincides perfectly, right? So now you know that this is the area of interest. So what you're doing with it, and you can do this even if you're trying to swing trade it. Like, why would you swing trade it down here if you don't know that you're going to get through this? So you're going to want to just watch that level, like that 59.10 right there. I think that would be really pertinent for somebody today that wants to be long that. I don't understand why it was down. I really don't. I thought it was a solid quarter. We'll go from there. I do think this ASML today could spur semis. You know, their new outlook, them explaining AI. There's a couple things there that people have to understand. You know, if Samsung, who's one of their big clients, is having a trouble, it takes a while to go out there and find the next guy that's going to go buy the lithography machine. I mean, these things you put it, like, I don't know if everybody knows this. Just Google it. Like, you need a tractor trailer to deliver them. So it's not like everyone can put one in their home. You're going to want to watch that. I think it's worth watching, because watch. Oh, wait, there's more. These names like KLAC, LAM, AMAT, which just happens to coincide perfectly with, say it with me, earnings. Yay. And you've got very low expectations tonight of AMAT, like super low expectations for AMAT tonight. Because look, this is last quarter, and look at what you did. You beat. This was that quarter, and you beat. This is that quarter, and you beat. So just so we're clear, beat, right? Beat. And I have 3 beats. In the past year, I've beaten earnings 3 times, and my stock's lower. So if you want to think about the bar being set low for earnings, ding, ding, right? I think the bar's low there, guys. I think the bar's super low there. You never know. I don't know how it's going to go, but it's super low. Because they need, like, you don't need semiconductor capital equipment, right? If you're not selling lithography machines, you just really don't need them. And then they're stressed out because you lost Samsung. So there's a lot of moving parts to it. And we'll go from there. But let's just see how this is playing so far. Go from there. All right, good. What else do we have that I think is pertinent? Let me just go through this real quick. Look at my notes. I took notes. What else do I really want to go over with you guys? I think NVIDIA is not going anywhere till next week. I think they're trying their butt off to not get this over 150. I do think that this SMCI can be this generation's or this decade's WorldCom. You're not seeing any signs of this whatsoever. What I'm seeing here is a company that just was not, once again, truthful, like here, like at all, about the issues. Oh, everything's fine. No, we got it all worked out. And then everyone's like, oh, well, they said they got it all worked out. And then we all got out, right? And then the next day, boom. Now they're going to be delisted over the weekend. So, you know, I don't know. I've been short since 36. I've been trading options around it too. You could come in Monday. This thing could be $12, guys. I just don't understand. Like, this is my whole thought with it. Even if you want to take the other side, why? I mean, I get the short covering, but why would you go long this? Like, for what purpose? Right? Like, there's just no reason. So I can't imagine institutions wanting to be trading on the pink sheets. I truly can't. And then, you know, the options, they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do there. So it usually just leads to, you know, nonsense and batting around a lot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But that's usually my thought on it. And usually now that you've broken here, I mean, you can drop fast. What else was really fascinating? This battle with Zeta. I read that report. That's a real issue that you're the vendor and one of your largest customers as well. You're the vendor and your largest customer. Like, okay. Seems like a problem. So, and people are, some people are refuting it, but some people have already, when they really dug into it, already suspended their coverage. That usually means where there's smoke, there's fire. What else is really cool that's going on out there? I've got a lot to go over with you guys. I love when I have a lot to go over. No, it's not what I want to talk. Let's talk about space phones. This name is a lot of fun. So one of the guys in the room started trading this thing at like $4 and he's just slaughtered it on it. I traded this earnings event. You have an earnings event tonight. So I don't know. Everybody's like, yay, space phones. So this could be wild again this evening. That's really what I want to go over, but I'll see how much time I have left for questions. And then we'll go from there. Let me see what else I can really focus on here. Let's go through my notes real quick and saying something. That's it. I'm not gonna have time. I'll do more questions tomorrow. I'll have time tomorrow. 600 in the room. Just if everyone can just like it, that'd be great. That'd be groovy. Oh, what's up? ZS, SYY. I'm just going to go through these super quick and see if there's something here that I need to really cover that's on my mind. Nothing there. Hi, Lisa. Happy Thursday. Good morning from Miami. Time I got here. I'm not going to get to a lot of these names today, I don't think. Let me just see what we have here. Yep, please hit the like button. Helps greatly with the algorithm. I haven't looked at these. Let me just go through this real quick. What's up, Jacob? And honestly, the earnings are just, they must be spectacular, but the whole mood's on earnings, right? It's too thin for me, but I get it. You probably look great on a weekly, don't you? Yeah. I mean, you look amazing on the weekly. You just flipped the upper channel too. Look. You just flipped it. So they usually go higher. You can clone these. And by cloning them, you get the true trajectory right here of it, right? And so you can see that you're breaking out of that channel. It's just too thin for me, but I get it. It looks like it's going to be a beast for you. Rider. Wow. They benefit greatly from a strong dollar, like greatly from a strong dollar. And again, you broke out of an upper channel. So when you do this, you can really explode. See it? You like these little guys with no volume. I like that. I haven't looked at any of these that you're looking at. This looks like it's got another long bar coming out of it, doesn't it? Not enough volume. But you're above it, not enough volume for me. I mean, it can keep going. You're pretty overextended now. Quantum names, did they? I don't play the quantum names that much. POWELL, the banksters, the middle class is screwed. I got it. Good morning, Ross. Yeah, I don't know. No. Like why? Like what? Like why? Like why even bother? I mean that, like, seriously, like if you're going to play like one of these silly little names, like just find the one that's up the most and play it like this, you know? It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Well, it was kind of silly. Like the guy's got like 48 hours left as president, and he's like, "Oh, we're going to do nuclear energy," right? That's just them trying to get ahead of an initiative that he's going to come out with, and then they want to take credit for it. I actually think I was thinking about this. Like, so they just put this one guy as attorney general that wants to, whether or not he gets approved, who knows? But he wants he wants pot names, right? So I was thinking about this. He wants to legalize pot. Like everybody knows this, right? About the guy. I actually wouldn't be surprised to see like a bipartisan bill try to get ahead of this so that they can start, because now it's the game of like, how are you going to steal thunder, right? So I don't know. I would think that maybe you start seeing more positive pot news is what I think you're going to start seeing so they can get ahead of him. But yeah, I mean, it was just like, look at us, look what we're doing. We're doing something. BA, I would just avoid. AMD's toast. AMD's just toast. I like this a lot. When I get reversal bars like this, I need them to set up again. That's just who I am. It doesn't mean I'm right. Okay. But when I get that, I just need it to set up. Other than that, because I don't know who's up here and I don't know how much they're selling. So I just wait a little bit and just give it some time. I don't need to be first there. I would rather have my freedom. I feel like Braveheart right now. I'd rather have my freedom in case we come back down and we retest these levels. And also just, just chill, like let these things catch up. Like what's the hurry? I don't know that yet. Like, I don't think there's a big hurry there. Is there? Like where are we going? You're not really going anywhere. And you kind of lost your leader a little bit, right? You had this leader and we kind of lost that yesterday, didn't we? So I would watch that pretty carefully and kind of go from there. Because we kind of did lose the leader. So we'll see what happens there. Go from there. What else do we have here? I like Adobe a lot. What's going on, Russ? I like ZIM. I think ZIM's like one of those names. Like, here's the thing about ZIM. And this is how I really think you play this name. I think when nobody wants it, you should be all over it. Like when nobody wants this thing, you just buy it and you forget you own it. What you really need to see here, and I don't think we're there. I don't even think you have it yet, right? You don't even have it yet. So then you have to start going, well, do I have 100 like here? Let's go see if we even have 100 yet. I don't know if you even have 100 weeks yet. Do you? Yeah, there you go. You have 100 weeks. So do you have 150 weeks? Yeah, there's 150. So, because you don't have 200 yet. So from here, right to here, I thought you would have 200 weeks. I'm surprised you don't. Do you really not have 200 weeks? No, you don't. Yeah. So you want to go from like, when they don't have them, you go from 100 to 150 to 200 till you find it, right? So I would just make sure you get through that, Ross, and go from there. I would prefer to buy this thing that's completely washed out and just sit with it, because this is like boom bust cycles. So when you buy it in the bust cycles, all it does is throw off dividends when it goes into the boom cycle that pays it off. I've owned this thing before and got like a $17 dividend. Like it's crazy. And it pays for the whole thing. Like it literally will pay for, like if you go through this, pardon me, itchy. If you go through the dividends, like literally go through all these dividends, like here's $2.50, here's $17, right? Here's $2.80, right? Here's $5. You start going through these since inception that you've owned this thing, you have free stock. Like you literally have free stock. Like it's crazy, right? On these dividends. So, and then you have periods here where you have no dividend, right? And then the dividend kicks in again. Here's 23 cents. Here's $1, right? So as that dividend increases, people are going to buy it. So what you're looking for is you're looking for the dividend increases. And then you just kind of want to sit with it. But you need it to be like troughed out. That's kind of how I look at it. Because essentially, if you did it, and we did do this trade back there a lot, you're just being paid to own the thing. Like you literally have free stock now and then some. Like there's no reason to ever do anything with it. Just wait for the dividends to come and get your dividends and go from there. They're not going out of business. You know, they're not. They've got some great routes. They're the only one that has a route from Southeast Asia to Baltimore. They have the most direct route to Baltimore. No one else has that route. So it's just a function of time. Now, what happens with this company with the, I'm going off on tangents on fundamentals here, but what happens here remains to be seen, right? With, you know, the tariffs and how's that going to affect their business? You know, that I don't know, but we'll see. Ian Hard Tiger went down yesterday, more pre-market. You're welcome, bud. What's up, Steve? Lunar. Yeah, I think I own this one in one of those accounts. I just like buried it. Somewhere like back here. I think we bought it like $6, $7. We just left it alone. I don't think there's anything really to do with it. It's a real company, but sometimes these things take time to set up because there's so much garbage out there. People don't get it. So I really don't think there's anything to do with it. But sometimes I'll do that. Like if I like a story, I'll just bury it and just leave it. It's 9:04. You're killing me, John. You're killing me. One job. Tell me what time, when it's 9 o'clock. The easiest job in the world. Just tell me when it's 9. Who comes late to the job at 9:04 when you're supposed to tell someone it's 9? Who does that? Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I've been intermittent fasting again. All right, what else we got? I don't think it'll affect the stock, but I think it's an issue. The dollar is definitely a problem. Not a problem for me. It's definitely a problem for Europe. What's going on, Katie? Yeah, I'm truth hurts, buddy. Tostados? Is that it? Okay. Of course, Sue knows that. Sue knows everything. What's up, Steven? Just going through these, see if there's anything out there. I don't think anyone's touching it. I think they would have. They still trade on the pink sheets. I like VST. I don't think it's the day for it. I think you need to make sure that the market holds here. What time of day do you go to the gym? 5:30 usually. He dance, he sing, he tell joke, he trade. Mr. Ponzi, how long have you been losing in the market? All right, I'm out. Trade to win today.